Alright guys, welcome back to another Jeremy Paul Visuals gear review. Today we are talking about the Zhiyun Crane 2 in 2019. Is it still worth it? Find out. So we are talking Zhiyun Crane 2, released in late 2017. I've had this gimbal since then. Great upgrade from the V2. Let's talk about payload increase. So the payload on the Crane 2 can hold about 7 pounds. That is perfect for my current setup right now, which is the Canon 80D. Got a Rode VideoMic Pro, as well as earphones to monitor audio, which is just perfect for my setup. I've got a variety of lenses that the Crane 2 can really sustain that weight. The V2 can hold about 4 pounds, which is perfect for mirrorless setups, small mirrorless cameras, just a run and gun. It was good for when I had smaller lenses, but now that I've got heavier gear, it just makes sense. So a new thing that Zhiyun-Tech has included with the Zhiyun Crane 2 package is this mini standing tripod. It adds a little bit of extension, and it's just really easy and convenient to place it down while you're balancing. The V2 did not come with one. This one is just perfect because it's metal and it comes out to one level and you're good to go. Build quality, this entire thing is made out of very strong metal. The follow focus wheel is rubber, but that doesn't mean it's not solid. They included a new manual follow focus system. So the cables that it comes with works with Panasonic, Canon, and Sony cameras. I love it just because when you're using a gimbal, there's not really a manual way to focus without messing up maybe the shot or the balance of the gimbal. Now it comes with the cable you just attach to the side of the camera, and you're able to really manually track your focus rather than having to rely on like the autofocus of your camera. Canon does have amazing autofocus, but you can't rely on that too often. With this edition, control what you're doing. They've increased the battery life to 18 hours. I've never run out of juice on a shoot. V2 was about 12 hours, and with that, I never ran out of juice. All right, guys, so earlier we were talking about how much this gimbal itself weighed. This weighed about 8 pounds. The heaviest setup I've had on this Crane 2 is a Sony a7 III with a 24-70mm f2.8 G Master lens, Rode VideoMic Pro microphone, as well as a few other accessories. Holding a gimbal requires a lot of strength. So, maybe work out while you're filming, you know what I mean? It's a good workout. Keep it stable. Work on the forearm action. Anyways, so it's a win-win. You work out, you get some shots, and get some reps in. So if you didn't go to the gym, just use this as your workout. I've actually had to hold this thing at a gig for about 4 hours straight, just doing this the whole time. And by the time the job was done, my arms were shaking. So let's talk about modes on this Crane 2. So this gimbal has 4 modes. The one that is set to default is the pan follow mode, similar to the V2, where you turn the vertical grip and you pan. In order to do the tilt, which is up and down, you must use the joystick. And that's another thing about this. The OLED screen and the button layout and the joystick, they've really upgraded it. It's a nice, sleek interface with super simple functions. You can record if you've got the cable, you can change modes here, and you can use the joystick to go pan or tilt or roll, as well as the little dial to change different settings on the gimbal itself. All right, next mode we're gonna talk about is the full follow mode. So basically, once you set it to this mode, no matter where you angle your camera, it follows. It follows with the name full follow mode. If you want to follow anything in a smooth motion, tilt, pan, and all that good stuff. This mode comes with the roll feature. So as you see, you can roll the camera and get some really cool effects from it. So definitely something to play around with. Another mode is perfect for tracking a moving subject that's only going forward, or if you want to do a side track, is called the lock mode. So these three modes have been on the V2, but again, you use this one to really just set your subject in frame, and then if you don't want any of the axes to move, you just set it to this mode and it'll stay locked. Hence the name locked mode. And the last mode we're going to be talking about is the POV mode. So basically it unlocks the roll mode. Instead of using the joystick, you're able to really hold and control the tilt and roll of the gimbal by just turning it. It's sort of like a full follow mode for the roll axis. So that's really handy. You can make some cool warped images, like some matrix stuff, you know what I mean? So those are the 4 modes. Sorry guys, I forgot to include, technically it's not really a mode on the OLED mode screen, but this is what you can do. They call it the inverted mode, so you can get those really low angle shots. So pro tip, instead of turning the gimbal off and moving it and all that stuff, just hold the mode button to turn it in a standby state and grab the camera on the bottom like this, grab the gimbal and turn it upside down. Hold the mode button again to reactivate the gimbal motors, and we're good to go. So you can get those really sweepy, low to the ground angle shots. So that's a really awesome mode I love using to add context to maybe an establishing shot or something. So, and we're gonna go ahead and test them out right now. Alright guys, again I apologize. We missed another mode. So the most important mode of them all is Selfie Mode. They brought it back. If you hit the mode button 3 times, you're gonna get the Selfie Mode. So basically, you can use this for vlogging and have the most stable shots ever, just like in my previous review. With this, you have the extended tripod, but really, it's a heavy gimbal. All right, you guys, so we are going to start the stabilization test. So we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna start off by walking, jogging, then full sprint running. We'll also do a handheld test in this. So here is the walking test in 3, 2, 1, go. It really helps if you are bending your knees slightly to kind of get rid of any of those micro jitters, to keep it as stable as possible, holding tight with both hands. Jessica is gonna give us a little jog. And so for this comparison, Jessica's gonna give us a full-on sprint. All right, so we're gonna run through this obstacle course and see how stable this gets. In 3, 2, 1, action. Okay, you can go fast. gimbals, you can do this awesome movement called the parallax. We're gonna show you an example right here. Alright guys, so that concludes the review of the Zhiyun Crane 2. It begs the question, is it still worth it in 2019? Absolutely, it is. I think this is one of the most form factor friendly, packed with a bunch of features that you'd need for a stabilized shot. It's got the follow focus, multiple modes, decent range for payload capacity, and honestly, if you are an amateur to getting into the pro line, this is the perfect for you. I think right now it ranges from $500. The Zhiyun Crane 3 Lab is the next one up, which is like $1,200. That I have not tested or used. I've done some research on it. Maybe that's the next step. But to be honest, this is still perfect for the types of cameras and lenses. So I definitely recommend this. The links are going to be in the description down below. Thank you, Jessica, for helping me shoot this video, for me being my obstacle course athlete. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that bell, subscribe for more content because there's plenty more coming. 2019 is the year. And thank you so much, guys. We will catch you in the next video. All right.
This is a Tyler Jeremy Poe visuals.
Whoa, handheld crane.
Whoa.
I'll throw some warp stabilizer on there because
my knees are bent, guys. My knees are bent.